All right, Jonas.
All right.
Tell us which 0-3 team you're riding with. Which is your ride or die bitch?
All right, so I want to preface this by saying this isn't going to happen. But if it were going to happen, let me sell you on the Miami Dolphins. Now, they have been the butt of many jokes on this show.
And they will continue to be.
Right? I would say that their fan base handles it a little better than the Bengals do. They're not
Big
as
old
sensitive.
booty cheeks, butts of
the
jokes.
problem is I'm not sure that we know very many Dolphins fans. I know one, and you can't tell them anything about the organization. But I look at this organization and I go, all right, we understand the end is near, it seems like, for Mike McDaniel. We understand that they're 0-3, and the chances are slim they're going to make a run at this whole thing. But if you look at their 3 losses, Indianapolis put them in a clown suit. I don't think anybody saw that coming, but upon further review, Indianapolis is much better than people expected. They've punted once on the year. New England, they should have won that game. All right, special teams gaffes, that sort of slipped through their hands. And then they go at Buffalo on a short week, and they were competitive. And you can argue, if not for the interception by Tua, maybe that game turns out a little bit differently. The final score not really indicative of what that game looked like. On their schedule remaining, you've got the Jets, who are awful, the Panthers, who aren't very good. You do have the Chargers mixed in there, but you've got Cleveland, you've got Atlanta, who the hell knows what's going on with Atlanta? They've got coaching changes and guys moving from the booth down on the field. There's a winnable set of games for the Miami Dolphins down the stretch. New Orleans, the Jets again. The Bengals are probably still going to have a backup quarterback at that time. You're going to close with New England. And I'll say this, the AFC East, I thought New England would be better than they are. They're not. Miami's got a decent shot at making something of this year. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But if I've got to sell you on one team, I look at a team who's probably, of all the 0-3 teams outside of Houston, got the best quarterback of the bunch. It's Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins potentially making a run.
Well done. Round of applause.
Hey.
Well done, Jonas.
Oh, well done, Jonas.
Hey.
LaVar, you're up. You're up, baby. Let's go.
I'm going to take the Houston Texans.
Sticks Picks.
They've been here before. This is a very simple explanation. They've been here before. They're well-versed on it. Their offense has not played well yet this season. 3 games in, and they have a very healthy amount of quarters that they have not scored points. The positive is that they really kind of look rock bottom on the way that they're playing offense right now. And I think that there should be a little bit more time, a little bit more buy-in in terms of confidence for C.J. Stroud to be able to start playing better. And if he does, I would say that would bode very well for this team because their defense has played very well. Think about it. The Rams game, they were in it, could have been able to win the game. You're talking about a 14-9 win. That is a very low-scoring affair, and your defense has put you in position to win that game. The same exists with the Buccaneers game, where the Buccaneers were able to muster a very, very average 20 points, and exactly the same type of story in the Jacksonville Jaguars game, where they were able to muster a staggering 17 points in the game.
Wow.
So to me, when I look at this Houston Texans team, if I'm looking at the positives of this, sure, you're 0-3, but you're one good game of getting C.J. Stroud and this offense back on track. And if that defense, which has shown that they can be consistent in the limiting of what offenses are able to do output-wise against them, they should be able to put together a nice string of victories that if they take it one game at a time, they can climb back to 500. And if this team feasibly that can climb back to 500 within their schedule, especially the division that they reside in, they have a strong opportunity of finishing and being right there where they need to be in a division where we've seen a team that is leading the division. They could take a nosedive. It's possible that they could fall off the cliff, and what their accomplishments and their wins look like as well. So it could be a seesaw shift for this division, and it could be the Houston Texans that make a strong push to be that.
Yeah.
Low.
So there you go.
Yes. Well done. Well done.
Low-hanging fruit.
God's work there, LaVar.
Talk about that snail. That's just the snail's trail right there. That's all.
It is.
Hey,
I'll take
God's
the snail
work
trail.
right there,
There you go.
All right. Well, as we maybe foreshadowed in a way, I'd let you guys pick first. So you guys took two of the teams that I think were decent options.
Decent.
But I've got one for you. I've got a team that there's kind of a love-hate relationship probably with me and in this particular organization. I would say probably more hate towards me than love, but I digress. I told this fan base back when Zach Wilson was the quarterback that would stink. They didn't listen. They got upset about it. I even donated some money to charity, but you know what happened in the end? I was right. They didn't take to that very well. Then I told them I was behind them. I was rooting for them when Aaron Rodgers got there. Well, he got hurt. Kind of threw a wrench in the entire thing there in New York. But I'm back. I'm back with you, you New York Jets. All right? That's right.
Wins.
So we're going to see you do a celebration down the sideline too, huh?
Oh, I'll be hip thrusting, doing all kinds of motions and things like I'm on Soul Train. But if you really think about it, all right, this is the schedule they've played so far. Pittsburgh, Buffalo, at Tampa. Those are three of the best teams in the NFL, two of which they could have beaten. You could make the case they could have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers week 1. They probably should have, maybe beaten the Bucs the way everything worked out last week, all right, down in Tampa. Now, the Buffalo game got away from them. Full disclosure on that. I would admit that. Buffalo's a little bit ahead of them right now. But going to Miami to play that hopeless team at this moment, all right, you got a Dallas Cowboys defense after that that's letting anyone walk in the door like a Super 8.
Come on in.
Then you've got a Broncos team that's struggled thus far, but the Panthers, then a backup quarterback in Cincinnati with Jake Browning, a bye week before you play the Browns.
Dang.
This thing sets up for the Jets to climb back out of the cellar, all right? Crawl off that Motel 6 bed like some bed bugs.
Get on out of
right
there.
onto you.
Get away from them
grow.
bed bugs.
So New York Jets fans,
Out the frame.
don't feel like the lonesome loser, all right? Don't feel like the lonesome loser. You got a shot. You got a chance. Whether it's Tyrod Taylor or Justin Fields, I hope I pronounced Tyrod right. It doesn't matter. This team can run the football. They play good defense. The passing game needs to improve, but
they got a very good
shot,
coach
all right?
that celebrates.
You got a shot.
It's
not
shot.
over. And it
Come
starts
on.
this week against the Miami Dolphins. Playing against LaVar's guy.
Yep.
What's he going to say after this game, LaVar, if the Jets beat the Dolphins?
If the Jets beat the Dolphins, I don't know. What are you thinking I was supposed to say?
Mike McDaniel's
What do you think Mike McDaniel will say?
I don't know. I knew it was a game where we could climb back into it.
So really, it all comes down to.
I knew we were right here at it.